Well, with the start of summer, we've got some very long days ahead. In fact, June 20th and 21st, usually the longest days of the year in terms of sunshine. Our next guests have a whole event devoted to something on that longest day. It's to fight Alzheimer's disease. We welcome Wessels, Cathy, Glaser. Thanks so much for joining us. You have an event that's called The Longest Day. It starts at sunrise on Monday. What is the connection between Alzheimer's and this longest day? Where does the idea come from?
The idea comes from the fact that Alzheimer's is really kind of a marathon, and the hours that the caregivers put into caregiving for people with Alzheimer's and the length of the disease is something that we recognize by going from sunrise to sunset on that day.
And Cathy, if you don't mind, explain kind of what the day is going to be like.
Sure. In Ozaukee County, we have adopted the dementia-friendly effort, and when we're talking about that, we're talking about going community to raise awareness of Alzheimer's disease programs and services through the Alzheimer's Association and through Ozaukee County, and really looking at doing fun things to honor people with Alzheimer's disease and their caregivers, while at the same time providing those resources that people may not be aware of.
Carol, I noticed you're wearing a button of someone. Must be very special.
This is my mother, Velma. She passed away last year in January. She lived with Alzheimer's for 15 years.
15 years. So what do people not understand? We've heard of Alzheimer's. It's kind of in that ballpark of many well-known debilitating diseases. What is it that people maybe don't think about when it comes to Alzheimer's?
I think people really don't understand the devastating nature of the disease and the costs that are involved. It's the 6th leading cause of death in the United States, and it's the only one that can't be stopped or slowed or cured, which is why we're fighting for research funding to help find a cure for Alzheimer's. It costs about $160 billion this year in Medicare and Medicaid funding, and that cost is projected to quadruple between now and 2050, so it's very expensive.
And this is a disease that it really hampers, a quality of life.
And when we're talking about prevalence, we're talking about 1 in 9 people over 65, 1 in 3 over 85. So the prevalence is just skyrocketed. And yes, then the devastation within families and caregivers having to give up their own careers to provide care or balance that, taking care of their children and taking care of their parents, taking care of spouses. The younger people that we have involved with us right now are people in their 20s and 30s with early onset Alzheimer's. So it really is a disease that can affect people throughout the lifespan.
Excellent. Well, let's take a look at the details for the Longest Day event. Again, it's going to be on Monday, June 20th, and it starts at sunrise, 5 a.m. For more information, www.ozaukee.longestday.info. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and good luck with everything on Monday.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Outstanding. Well, still heavy.